People take us way too seriously. Do they?
More so you probably than me, but every once in a while when I go out and about, I do get you're always very stoic. To which I say, well, I'm not always this, I'm not, edits, boom, explosion.
You're different when you're on camera, and you're different when you're in person. Yes. You're a human.
Beep, boop, bop.
Whoa!
Welcome back to
What's Safe Word?
I'm Amp.
I'm Mr. Christopher.
And today
we are, what are we doing? Yeah! Being silly.
What was that sound?
No tickling.
I really like that sound though.
And people are sometimes a little scared of me because I'm Mr. Christopher who likes to do hardcore BDSM, and I have hardcore scenes, and I dress a certain way, and I'm really gruff and tough.
But, I mean, it's a certain way that you dress. It's the community that is the kink that people misunderstand a lot of the time. And it's really easy to get into like the dark and sexy and kind of look that we have on kink because...
Lick it.
Because you lick it?
Lick it.
Oh, okay.
Because we like it to lick it.
Because sex is so stigmatized. We see it as something that somebody else does, and it's dark and brooding. But in reality, sex should be about fun, having a good time, and being able to laugh every once in a while. If you can't laugh at yourself, how the hell are you gonna laugh at somebody else?
Yes, bitch, work.
But remember, a lot of the sex we get off to is fantasy. So it is kind of built to be a fantasy of a very bam, bam, bam kind of thing. It's not usually that way. Did that explain it?
I don't know. Let's see if we can cut that together.
You know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Basically, for the newbies, BDSM isn't always scary.
And it's something customizable that you can put and apply to your specific flavors.
And make it scary.
I don't want a scary flavor.
What's Rocky Road?
That is a scary flavor. Oh my
See,
God.
anytime you put marshmallows in ice cream, that's scary.
Ow, my
That's
teeth.
no.
So to chew on today's topic, we actually went to the internet and asked you guys for some funny anecdotes or scenes which laughter took hold.
Are they all tickling scenes?
No, actually, that's the most interesting. I don't have any tickling scenes in here. I specifically did not choose tickling because that's actually kind of a fear-based thing too.
Sure.
You know when it's gonna attack. Yeah. So I asked you guys on Twitter, Daddy, would you like to put the explosion up?
I get to put an explosion up?
You go for your sexy but funny situations in kink. And the first answer comes from Sadie Longlegs.
Sadie Longlegs.
She seems fun. Who says, my favorite thing to do while I'm bratting is to tell ridiculous jokes to my dom until they bust out laughing.
See, I don't know if I would laugh because they're just annoying to me.
Maybe you should unzip yourself a little bit.
Grumpy daddy.
Well, no, but...
make me grumpier and grumpier and grumpier.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting cow.
Interrupt.
Moo!
See, that would just make me want to smack
Moo!
you. Smack you!
Moo!
Smack!
Knock, knock.
No. No one's home.
Fine. Okay, you don't like knock, knock jokes? What do you call a cow in an earthquake?
Milkshake.
Ah, dang it. Doctor!
Oh,
Gotcha. And as somebody who is a self-proclaimed brat tamer, I think that brats are very valid and jokes are very helpful in a scene. It helps to poke fun at your partner as long as it's a consensual, appropriate spot.
Are you saying I'm
Next
a brat?
experience. Next story. Next story. And this one comes from Kieran, who says, I have a friend who has a rubber chicken in her play bag. It's the most amazing impact instrument to date, and I love her dearly for the merriment she brings to play. Oh.
So having toys as your BDSM instruments is very, very fun. I don't have a chicken, but I have a crocodile.
Sometimes you can get the most silly toys online. Like, for instance, you get some stuff from Etsy, or maybe even like little baby hand nipple clamps. If you're not having fun, what are you doing? What's the point?
I mean, if this doesn't get them to laugh and cry at the same time, what else do you need?
I'm laughing and crying. Is that a baby mobile?
Yes.
Please, please. Daddy's wall over here has a parade of different objects. Pretty self-explanatory.
But this is really for a little who likes toys and play objects.
But that's just it. There's a lot of roleplay that comes into the kink community, whether it's puppy play, adult baby diaper lovers, or just people that like to roleplay in some way. If you're not laughing, or you're taking yourself too seriously with roleplay, you're not doing it right. Excuse me, I'm trying to talk. Can you please be quiet with the rattle?
Roll with it.
I'm rattling and rolling with it. But this paddle, though, ooh, you're chomping at the bit.
Maxwell says, I also only allowed the boy to communicate with a bicycle horn, which had him and me in stitches.
So what do you think about this one telling me with only a squeaky toy? Oh my god, oh, Daddy, please.
Was that rude?
Keep it TOS appropriate.
Oh my god.
Don't stop, okay.
Sorry, I'm so vulgar.
That's enough toys for you. You're such a pig.
No, it'd be better with a clown horn. Ooga, ooga.
I bet he was pretty horny.
No, that's a good one. I would like that because it'd be like sexy and humiliating at the same time.
And it also encourages the creative side of kink, because why would they need a squeaker? Maybe their arms are tied up here, or they're bound in such a way where the squeaker is like 1 for yes, 2 for no, and that could be a fun communication game that's also very dehumanizing.
Your safe word would be both horns.
I'm so sorry. But actually, Daddy, I would love if you explained today's sponsor using only our squeaky toy while we're at it.
Oh, that's easy.
Oh my god. Okay, and so what is Allform exactly? Allform is actually the sister company of Helix Sleep, and they make American-made couches that are easy to assemble. They are scratch-resistant, they're stain-resistant, and they're incredibly comfortable.
So they're perfect for daddies. No matter how you spend your downtime, your sofa is an integral part of your home.
Now, their modular sofas can all be personalized for your space and style with 500 plus unique combinations depending on how you want the seats, the corners, the ottomans, or the pillows. Again, that is customized couches, but for not a custom price. They're very affordable.
Making it easier to fit furniture into your space.
They come in boxes, they're easy to ship and grab, and because Allform ships directly to you with their premier materials, it means you're getting a really good price and it ships right to your door fast and free, and in boxes that aren't very heavy. And they give you a 100-day trial, so you get more than 3 months to make sure that you love it. And if you don't, they'll pick it up and offer you a full refund. And then you just put it together in 15-ish minutes. Someone didn't read the directions the first time.
You know what's so great about Allform is when Daddy doesn't read the instructions and they make it so simple to take apart and do it right. How hard is that?
Our first couch, a teal love seat, was super comfortable, so we decided to expand. This time round, we chose a 3-seater with a chase, and it came in a nice smoked leather with espresso legs, and we couldn't be happier. Daddy not only has a new place to nap, and only nap, definitely just napping, but the process of putting it together was even easier the second time. And Daddy completely thought that he did it all by himself, so hey!
So check out Allform and visit the link down below at allform.com/watt for 20% off any sofa of your choice.
That's offer code.
You no more squeaking for you. Or how about Sealed Rubber Gimp, who says getting this Thing 1 and Thing 2 t-shirt at MEL and wearing them for their sir when they arrived home. Aww.
That's cute.
It's very silly.
I know lots of families who do themed t-shirts for their entire family and their BDSM dynamics.
Yeah, and who doesn't like a dom and a schmuck while he rides on a cock?
A schmuck on a cock on a rock.
Well, the schmuck helps to keep the cum off, you know? And green eggs and ham while you're at it. A Miss Lori Bird says, my friend Bound Man Love hosts a puppy mosh. Puppy players have been some of the kindest, most playful, most helpful people I've met in the kink community, and I've learned so much from them about communication, consent, inclusivity, as I have now my own tail to wag.
Yeah, puppies are very fun. I remember my first puppy mosh, and I took a very vanilla friend with me to it, and he was laughing his ass off the entire time, especially when the mosh had a mailman come through, and the entire puppy community attacked the mailman and tore off his clothes, and it was very fun.
It was sexy, but funny, and followed quickly by a remote-controlled squirrel car that all the puppies ran after and attacked.
Squirrel! Squirrel!
The next story from Sock and Jock Daddy. Sounds like a
Yeah, I like it. Sock'em robots. Sock and jock'em robot.
Sock. I was going to do something. What are you doing with those hands?
I'm socking and jocking them.
Oh. And the story goes on to say, my Dom really looks out for me. One day, when I was in my head and couldn't stop thinking about stressful stuff, he made me a tinfoil hat to wear. He said it protected me from all the negative thoughts. On bad days, I still put the hat on and can't help but smile and think of him.
Could they get CNN?
Probably not. In that one movie, it did block the brainwaves from aliens.
What movie?
Signs?
Signs?
Yeah, did you never see it?
I don't watch scary movies, you know that.
You've never seen Signs?
No.
Oh.
I've never seen any movie where they use a tinfoil hat. Ghostbusters is about as scary as they get.
I feel like they put tinfoil in their head at one point in that too, maybe. Maybe not though.
Weird Science, they put bras. Does that count?
No. But that goes to show that the fun also comes with the silly, which also comes with the heartfelt emotions behind the connections that we make within the kink community. As you build a connection with someone, you really get to know their turn-ons
And turn-offs.
and you get to play with them and have and grow together.
Yeah.
Now go put your tinfoil hat on.
No! I have a hood.
You have a tinfoil hood?
No, I just have a hood.
Or how about Tamara, who says, cracking a bad joke that breaks the scene for a fit of laughing and hugs. Maybe even doing so in order to get a punishment. Now, do you know what a punishment is?
It's fun instead of pun in an ishment.
It's a fun punishment.
Oh, a fun punishment. That makes more sense.
For instance, have you ever had a sub that was being bratty or being disobedient and was clearly doing it so that you would punish them in a fun way?
Yeah, I don't punish them.
Oh, what do you do?
Ignore them.
Well, what if that's what they want?
Nobody ever wants to be ignored.
No, but you poke back, you know what I mean?
I do. And actually, fits of laughter in the middle of a scene really does help and creates a more bonding experience.
And punishments, while not encouraged, is something that you want to be very creative with. If someone's being bratty and like, let's say the sub is not coiling the ropes after a scene, maybe you need to tie them up even better next time and do terrible things to them consensually.
When they like hide the chastity key so you can't find it.
And then they don't get to get out at all.
Right.
Fun! Question mark. And let's not forget that while we're having fun and being pleasurable, to make sure we're using lube. Case in point, Baron says, any activity involving lube is pretty hilarious in my honest opinion. Just slippery goo that gets everywhere and makes things very slippy.
I remember I was in New York once and we had the hotel room for ourselves and everyone else sharing it had left to go to a dance party. And me and my boyfriend at the time, we were in full rubber and playing for hours and all over the fucking rental. And the housemates came home and the first one went to go use the toilet and slipped off. They were a little drunk too.
To which altruism is sexy responds, when you lose your grip and the very well lubed toy goes into NASA.
Thank God that never happens around my house.
Yeah, thank God, thank God, thank God, thank
Hey,
God.
leave my battles alone. Give me that. Oh.
And when we talk about the sex and the fun times, we can't forget about what comes after. In fact, Princess T says, I love the aftercare. There's nothing like the pets, sweet words of praise, hand feeding after an intense, exhilarating scene.
Yeah, I actually like the aftercare because that's where I kind of jokingly make notes about what worked and what didn't, and the sub feels in a very safe place because the scene's over that we can laugh together about something that had happened that we both kind of just ignored.
Yeah, I mean, it is a play. You're role-playing in a way, and sometimes you have to ignore accidentally saying something, maybe a bodily sound, which actually, I'm not even joking. Like the next one from Altruism is Sexy says, farts? Need I say more?
Yeah, so that happens
And
a lot.
Yeah, farts can happen, like unwanted body odor maybe, even shit at times can happen. And that's, you can't always ignore everything, but you can, oh my God, it is so sexy when you put your hand right here. just dom them from the bottom.
You're pretty good at that, yes. Brat. See, that's bratty
Punish
behavior.
me now! Punish me now!
I'm punishing you. No, where's my battle?
Okay, instead of fighting, please use your words with the squeaky. Okay. Okay. Oh,
Daddy's gonna be bratty too.
fetch. Go get it.
You're the puppy.
Bad daddy. But also, like, have you ever just been like squirming around your bodies to bodies and it makes a fart sound? And then you both get really like self-conscious about it, and you don't know if it was you or them, and you don't realize that it was just a body.
Especially if they're wearing latex and like you're on a hardwood floor and it just like sticks to it.
It wasn't a fart. It wasn't a fart.
Or a pleather couch.
Oh,
and just
leather is sexy, but it can't. It's skin on skin, and
and you both pretend it didn't happen in the moment.
I don't know what you're talking
but
about.
then-
I don't know what you're talking about. Didn't happen. Mm-mm. I mean, then there's also just kinks that revolve around laughter. We can talk about tickling. We can talk about like clowns, which can both be fun and silly.
Scary.
Oh, and terrifying for some people. But that's where reading the room is also helpful, and knowing what makes someone tick can also help you know what makes them laugh.
Yeah, I felt that one coming on. No! Have you ever been playing with someone and a piece of equipment fails, like the leg of a chair breaks and they fall over?
No.
Or the sling collapses and they fall to the ground?
I mean, I've definitely slipped while someone was tied to my dungeon bed before.
Yeah, whoop!
And I just played it off as, what do you do? Oh, you make it the sub's fault that something dropped or
See,
slipped.
that's what I say. You said I can't do that anymore.
Well, that's because it happens too often with you. But otherwise, it's about how you just roll with the punches.
Exactly. Or even a restraint breaks. Like, and they come loose.
And last but not least from our thread, Mike says, I wrote a quick article for a local mag about safe words. My favorite story is that safe word that cracked up a guy using it every time. Super intense play parties, one of the people there would use the word and sudden intense laughter would erupt. I mean, that's the point, right?
What's the safe word?
They didn't say, but I think their point being that even the safe words, something that helps to stop a scene, can elicit laughter.
And we do that every week.
We do, because if you're not having a safe word in your scene, you're doing it wrong. And today's safe word is...
Oops.
Oh, maybe not oops. Maybe not oops.
Make you laugh. But in all seriousness, safe words are important for your safety. We make light of it every week.
And that's because we're having fun with kink in an approachable way that allows for conversations, questions, and just growth all around. You're not gonna get into kink and be the expert right away. Even with reading and watching all the content, hello. There's so much to trying it, making mistakes, and being okay making those mistakes that it's important to grow.
And laughing at making those mistakes.
Like that. Just, yeah.
Well, maybe more sincerely, but
Okay,
yes.
okay.
Not creepy, but yes.
So if you have any more comments, maybe more stories on your funny, silly kinds of kink takes,
Or if you want to leave a like down below.
you know where to find us here on What's a Safe Word. Don't forget to subscribe, and we will see y'all next time.
Bye! Oops.
No. Oh, is the scene over? Oh, the episode's
Oops.
over. Oh, okay, we're done. Done. Are you sure? I mean, I was gonna get these.
Oops! See, it works. Oops! See you later, crocodile.